Welcome to another edition of Brownie Bites here on YouTube. I'm Darren Whiter coming to you from Cross Country Mortgage Campus here in Berea, where the Browns continue their preparations for the season opener against the Cincinnati Bengals. They're fairly healthy entering week one. Head coach Kevin Stefanski saying on Wednesday, quote, they were in good shape, unquote. Defensive tackle Mike Hall Jr. was the only member of the active 53 not to practice on Wednesday as he continues to work his way back from that knee injury. A lot to talk about when it comes to this Cincinnati Bengal team. Let's start with the best from Stefanski on Wednesday, as he touched on everything from facing new Bengals defensive coordinator Al Golden, trying to slow up Trey Hendrickson, who of course led the NFL in sacks a year ago, to both Joes at quarterback. That would be, of course, Burrow and Flacco.
Really, you have to be aware for the unknown. He can do anything from a front standpoint, from a coverage standpoint. He's done. You can go into his past and find an example of everything. I know they're going to be sound. I know they'll be aggressive. He does a great job, but I know he'll base it on his roster as well. So, like you said, very vanilla in the preseason, but you really have to be ready for the unknowns, and that's week one. Certainly, when you're going up against a coordinator that's new, it's week one with you as a football team, and in this case, our offense has to be ready for unscouted looks. We're a great team. We have to focus obviously on them and have their respect, and we also have to be about our business. We have to play with great fundamentals, play great team defense. And as you know, this is the NFL. Guys love matchups like this. They love when there's great players across the field from them. So that's what our league is built upon. Huge test. Obviously, Trey Hendrickson lines up over there quite a bit. He can line up anywhere, but he led the league in sacks for a reason. His motor, he never stops, and he's powerful. He's got speed. He can bend. He can play the run, so he's really a do-it-all player. It's never going to be about one person blocking one person. This game does come down to matchups quite a bit, but it's really incumbent on everybody to be about their business when you're going up against a rusher like that. He's a great player. I have a ton of respect for how he goes about his business. If you look at the stats, I mean, he's at the top of the list for everything, as well are the wide receivers who are outstanding. So it's a great test for our team. He's good versus the blitz. He's good when you don't blitz. He's good when he holds the ball. He's good when he gets the ball out. So it really comes back to playing sound defense across the board. This is a huge, huge challenge. It's a really good scheme. They have good players across the board, but we have to be about our business. His first year was my first year, so I've seen a lot of games from him. You name it. I'll run out of things to say about him. Physically, can do it all. Mentally, can beat you. So no weakness in his game. I would go back to how we structured the offseason, how we structured training camp, named him the starter going into that Rams week, and he's gotten all of the work since then with those ones to sharpen up his game, get comfortable with the guys around him. So he's done a really nice job to date. Physically, he's the same, but kind of to the point that Mary Kay brought up, he's had a lot of work with us going back through the spring and training camp and a lot of work here. So I think 23 was a very, very different situation in terms of when he got to the team.
Flacco is the 8th NFL quarterback to start at the ripe young age of 40 years old. He's feeling pretty good mentally as well as physically entering his 18th NFL season.
I think anytime you open up against a division opponent, it makes it, you don't want to say that much more important because they're all important, but these division games, they can be tough and they're going to be a battle till the end. So you just got to make sure you're ready to go. And I think the way we prepare this week will kind of tell us a lot about ourselves. I feel good. I think it's just the constant reminders of just play your role, do your part. This is a team game and. It's about, all of us going out there and preparing to do our job the right way. Getting through training camp and getting ready to go into this opener, I feel good. But, hey, I think everybody usually feels pretty good, even if they've had a hard training camp. Everybody feels pretty good heading into week one. So, it's just it's a matter of realizing that this may be the last time you feel 100% and kind of just going in there with an open mind and having a lot of fun. I think being in this division for a while, historically you're playing against some teams that you're playing outside, you're playing against good defenses, you're playing teams that want to be physical. They I'm sure if you go into these team meetings, then and you go into their offense and defensive meetings, I'm sure being physical is a big part of what they want to accomplish as a team. So I think in this division, I think that's what you think about is that side of the game, a little bit of a throwback. Now, obviously, teams are throwing the ball a lot, but that doesn't take away the fact that you want to be physical and kind of impose your will on teams. Yeah, he's a hell of a player. I've gone against him multiple times. I mean, he's going to make his presence felt. Players like that, they usually find a way to do that. So once again, for us, it just goes back to fundamentals, playing within ourselves, obviously having a plan to take care of that, and then not overreacting, if he makes a play here and there. Just getting back to the core part of the game plan and trying to take care of it as much as we can. I don't think I've ever given it too much thought about whether I could play at a certain age or not. It's just I still feel like I can play, and I don't even look at it as I still feel like I can. This is what I do. I play football, and I've been fortunate enough to not really get out of that mindset. There's been times, obviously, throughout my career where I wouldn't have necessarily thought that this was going to happen, but I'm grateful to be in this position and excited to do it.
The Browns and Bengals are always spicy when it comes to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and that receiving core going up against Cleveland's talented secondary led by Denzel Ward. Here's some of what Ward had to say in the locker room.
It's been a great rivalry. I think we got them a few times. They beat us as well. So it's just best team win that day. Best matchup, win your matchups, and that's it. It definitely fires me up. I enjoy going against these matchups. They got a high-powered offense. It's a division game. And, it's the first game of the season, so we trying to go and get that first win, and that's the plan. Yeah, just a playmaker, just led the league in receiving yards. Just a great player. Get the ball in his hands, able to take it the distance. And him and Burrow are on a great page together. They know where each other's going to be, and Burrow, he's going to get the ball to him. So it just makes it a great matchup and a great game. Since Higgins came into the league, he's always been a great player for those guys, reliable for those guys, always making plays, making the jump ball catches, crazy catches. So he's a great player just as well as Chase. I think we're going to be good. We got a good corner group, and our goal is to be the best in the world. We got to take that a day at a time, practice at a time, game at a time. It's going to start week 1, and we go try to go out there and show that. Yeah, no, I pretty much just tell the guy, this is the National Football League. Like, those guys get paid as well. And they may make some plays, but that's not going to determine the entire game. You got to come out there and play hard and continue to try to get the play back. But I definitely want all the plays and throws that come my way. I like making plays on the ball and being a factor in the game. So I'm looking forward to going into the game. And, hopefully they target me a lot. So go send Joe Burrow some text, tell him throw at me. And, go from there. So I'm going to enjoy it. Honestly, I don't really think it matters whether someone ranks us 32 or ranks us number 1. Like, we going out there as the best team that win that day, and that's the goal and that's the focus. So you can't look at all that outside noise and what's going on, where they got you ranked, because, at the end of the day, it doesn't affect how we're going to play come game day. Yeah, I think we could be special. But I don't try to look too far ahead. Try to take it a day at a time, like I said, a game at a time always. But I think we could be special. We got all the pieces, and got the players and the want to, and we just got to go make it happen.
Receiver Jeudy is coming off his best season as a pro. Of course, his first Pro Bowl, 1,000-yard receiving season as well in 2024. He's looking to do it again while also believing that he isn't the only playmaker in that receiver room.
I've been putting a lot of work throughout the offseason, and having the year that I had last year just gives me more confidence to be able to do the same thing again this year. So, I'm very confident and excited about the season. It's a great thing being able to have our first game home against a divisional opponent. Just like the team like the Bengals, that's a team to beat in our division. So, it's a test to us just to start off early, start off fast and be able to win those games. First game of the season, so it means a lot. We set ourselves up pretty well throughout minicamp, OTAs, just to see the type of team we are and the type of team that we're going to be. I feel like Coach Stefanski and the coaching staff did a great job in just helping us transition through that and just know where we are as a team. Just because I'm around these guys every day, I know what they're capable of. I practice with these guys, so I see what they do out there on the field each and every day. So a lot of outsiders may not know, but the people inside know who we got, and that's why we got who we got. Just by continuously doing what I've been doing, consistently getting open, consistently just making the job easy for the quarterbacks, make the plays that's need to be made. Simple as that, for real. It might be a little bit this year, now that you got a little bit more eye attention on me, but at the end of the day, there's only so much you could do. And, we got a great group of guys in the back end, so that it's going to be hard to just focus on me when you got Cedric, Isaiah, Jamari Thrash on the other side, so, good luck. My motivation is just winning, doing whatever I need to do just to step on the field and get this W. So, they do got a great group of guys with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, but, I'm not playing against those guys. I'm playing against their defense, and I'm just going to prepare myself to be the best version of myself on Sunday.
That'll do it for this edition of Brownie Bites here on YouTube. Browns go back to work on Thursday. Thanks as always for watching, and remember to subscribe to the 92.3 The Fan YouTube channel. With the Browns in Berea, I'm Daryl Whiter for Sports Radio 92.3 The Fan.